I thought I'd like to introduce a friend who wrote a book on laughter, which you and Steve and I are both in. Um, and this book is actually fantastic. I have a copy of it here. There's a DVD as well. But we're both inside this book. Let me bring this up on the screen really quick here. Here you go. There it is. A smile, a grin, a laugh, that's life. And this is written by John Galasso and his beautiful daughter as well, which I could actually show you guys a quick picture of as well. Victoria Galasso. And Victoria Galasso was an undergraduate career at Boston College and a degree in sociology and education. And John was raised in the Bronx, New York. He's almost like, when you think about the Bronx, I always think about John. So I like to bring him on here as well. And I know you know him very well, Steve. Here he is, the guy who likes to tell about how comedy is healing to people. It's John Galasso. There you go. Hey, John.
Hey, guys.
How are you?
I got to tell you, wow, talking about the Bronx, what a great interview and presentation. It brought back so many memories. Like, it's just so wonderful hearing about this. I mean, it was really, really nice. And you know, Steve, I got to tell you, after you talking about the Bronx, we were considering moving because we still live in the Bronx. And now that I found out, you know, more about this borough, Vicky and I are going to stay. We're not leaving.
Down around 149th Street, the hub. That's where the shopping was started. It was before the Alexander's Fordham Road. The hub was where the 30th UL and 149th Street came, and everybody did their shopping there in the 40s and 50s, and then uptown Alexander became popular. But you lived there. Not that many people these days came from your neck of the woods.
Well, yeah, actually, I lived exactly on East 148th Street. That's where I grew up. And I mean, I lived there for many, many years. And, you know, today I'm still in the Bronx. I'm in the North Bronx, but I spent my whole life in the Bronx. And like just hearing about it and the stories and the memories, it's like, it's incredible. It's like, it's just, it was a wonderful place to grow up in. And, you know, hearing John talk about like, you know, how.
Oh, I think John froze up on us.
Right.
John, refresh your browser. I think you know. He's back.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. The Bronx will always have a special place in my heart because I don't know. I feel like that, you know, maybe I shouldn't say, but I feel like we grew up special. It was just so people were just, everybody was great. It was just such a great, great upbringing.
It was.
And, you know, and John, I wasn't able to show, but here's the co-author of his book.
The Bronx. My daughter, Victoria, is a public school teacher in the Bronx. I mean, we got our roots, our family is still here.
Here she is. That's the lovely daughter, Victoria.
Beautiful.
Right there. I just put it right over your face.
You know, I didn't see the pictures. I can't see the pictures.
Right there.
For some reason.
That's Victoria Galasso.
Can you see it, Steve? I can't see it.
Doesn't matter. You see her every day or every other day. I get to see her, you know, once in a while, and that's good. You don't need to see her.
Yeah, John. You know, I couldn't see the pictures as you were posting them. I don't know.
That's quite all right. Yeah, I just wanted to show it up. I just wanted to give her credit too, because I know she wrote that book with you. A lot of people don't know, but this book is about actually the healing effects of laughter, showing how good. John, tell us about the book real briefly. Tell us.
That's right. And I just wanted to say, I mean, obviously, which we all know, today we're living in such, you know, tough times. I mean, today we're in a place now where we've never been, at least in my lifetime and you guys' lifetime. And like there's a need for more positive things. And Victoria and I wrote this book on the healing effects of laughter. And it kind of, it shows that, you know, there's a lot of things like what's going on in the world today we can't do anything about, but what we could do is it's how we react to them. And laughter is a subject that just brings everybody together. It's healing, it's universal. And it's just, I mean, you guys are both in the book and gave wonderful interviews. You know, John, I know you're a believer in the healing of, I mean, obviously, you're a great entertainer. I mean, you've traveled all around the country performing, and you've told me countless times how you believe in the healing effects of laughter, basically just what happens to the mind and body when you laugh. And I know Steve, too. I mean, we've talked, you know, so many times, and you're a firm believer too. You said, that laughter is healing. It's all good. And I know you guys believe in that. And, in this book, we also, everybody that we mentioned this to kind of like loved the concept, and they just agreed to jump on board. And
who are some of the people, John? Who are some of the people in that?
I mean, we interviewed everybody from celebrities to people of every walks of life. We interviewed a lot of comedians. Obviously, John, start with yourself. We interviewed Uncle Floyd, Jackie Martlin, Pat Cooper wrote the foreword to the book. We interviewed Lance Burton, who's not a comedian, but he does comedy in his act in Las Vegas. We interviewed Steve from back in the Bronx, who's a firm believer. His wonderful wife, Susan. We interviewed religious leaders. Pastor Joel Osteen, who he usually don't give interviews to little guys like me, but he loved the idea and he granted us an interview. We interviewed his brother-in-law, Don, just a great, great guy. We interviewed doctors, Dr. Judy, Dr. Lisa, psychologists. The list is endless. And everybody, basically the bottom line is everybody shared with us how laughter played a pivotal role in their life and in their work.
And John, I don't think people know it too, but after you spent so much time writing that book, later on you decided to make it more like a DVD video. And I have it here. We have this video here.
Just Laugh. And actually, it's on the same subject. And we actually did that DVD first. The DVD came out before the book, but it was on the same subject, on the healing effects of laughter. And it's just like everybody who hears about it, just thinking our response has been really, really good. And like now in these terrible, terrible times, we're just trying to do our best to get the message out there that there's another way to look at things, and basically better days are coming. And
I agree.
That's the message that we're trying to put forth.
And where can we get that from? I know where we could get that. The DVD, you could actually
tell us, where can we get it?
You can get it at justlaugh.org.
Now, where is that, John? I don't know. My hearing is going. I really didn't hear. Where can we get it?
Justlaugh.org is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
If you want the DVD, which, by the way, this DVD, I've watched it a couple of times. It's really great. It really does have an informative display of people explaining how laughter actually does heal people's lives. And in the times that we're in right now, laughter is in short order. It really does need to be more. As a matter of fact, between the political correctnesses and people trying to reverse history and all the things that are going on in our world, laughter is a commodity that needs to be exposed even more than ever. We have to learn to laugh at ourselves, kind of, in order to accept things the way they are. And John, you've got that in this book and in this DVD, actually.
Which is great. And Steve also, I mean, he was, Steve gave a great, great interview. And Steve is another believer in laughter. I mean, he just believes in the message. So, doing a Bronx show tonight and talking about laughter, I mean, what could be better? I
totally agree. And Steve,
it's all good.
Where do we get to see Steve? Now, Steve being the man of the Bronx, you could get him at backinthebronx.com. Correct, Steve?
Right. On the Facebook page, Back in the Bronx. You go see some videos on YouTube. And I said the 2-disc DVD that we sell for $29.95. If you go on YouTube, you can watch it for free. So there's a lot of good information there. And if you have friends who came from the Bronx or even Brooklyn, I get a lot of Brooklynites, maybe 10 to 20% of the people coming to my seminar from Brooklyn, and they enjoy it. And even out-of-towners enjoy the seminars, and especially people who marry Bronxites who may have come from Ohio. They now understand through the PowerPoint presentation and this presentation what makes Bronxites tick, because we're special people. Just like Brooklyn people are special people in a similar way. And it's nice to see somebody from the Midwest realizing that their husband has gone through life in this manner and maybe connecting why they are the way they are now.
I got to make one other point about the Bronx, which everywhere you go, no matter where you go, it seems like somebody has their roots go back to the Bronx. You could go anywhere in the country, and if you mention the Bronx and you go, oh, I'm from the Bronx, they go, oh, yeah, you know, my cousin, my uncle. There seems to be always a history traced back to the Bronx. And I'll just tell you briefly, 3 years ago, I was in Italy, and people were talking, where are you from? And I said, the Bronx. And they were saying, oh, the Bronx, you know, my godfather, my uncle, my cousin. There's always something always goes back there.
All the boroughs in New York are like that. I agree with you too. And by the way, and Steve too, on you could also get you here too, right? Back in the Bronx phone number is here. Right. And the email is info@backinthebronx.com. If somebody would like to contact you about perhaps doing a seminar online at a library or any public, any event.
Perfect. Yes.
That'd be great. And John, they can get you at justlaugh.org.
Yep, and the book is also available on Amazon, but it would be much easier if you just go to justlaugh.org.
Well, you'll sign it if they come to you directly, won't?
Absolutely. And John, where was that again? I don't know. My hearing is off today.
You mean justlaugh.org?
Oh yeah, that was it. Okay, I got
it. He's turning into a. Never mind about you. He's turning into a salesman. You know, one of the things I always remember about the Bronx, I remember he was like, what does a welcome mat say in the Bronx when you go look at a welcome mat in front of someone's door? It says, "What the hell are you looking at?"
Some of the people all of the time, some of the time, but you can't Con Edison.
And
you
John,
can't Edison.
John, I got one more thing.
Con Edison in Brooklyn. Did you, John?
Yeah, we had Con Edison. Yes, we had Con Edison.
John, I got to say one more thing. I mean, we talked a lot about Steve. We talked a lot about me, but you got to say a little bit about you. It's only right. I mean, you know, where you are, and you're all over the place, and you're all over the country, and people need to see you. You're the funniest comedian.
Where am I? I'm here underneath the stairs in a green screen room, sitting on my testicles.
Where can people find you?
You can find me right here, johnpz.com or jpzent.com. And you guys are both a pleasure. And, you know, I would have put this up on YouTube and stuff. I'm sorry we couldn't take more comments. I was trying to keep this under an hour, and it's already like an hour and 10. Just for the heck of it, on the way out of here, I'm going to play a video that I think will end us off really well. If you guys will sit back and watch this is really cool. There's another comment. Steve and I were both at Clinton 61. Met Steve at the 50th reunion. Art Cooper. You know him?
I don't know, but as you're playing it, I'm going to take out my book that's over here. I have a 61 Clinton book. I'll look for Art Cooper.
You look him up. As a matter of fact, he's at your door right now, and he's telling you that your wife is like trying to take your wife out of it. So I'm gonna leave us on the way out of here. Thank you guys in the chat for coming along. I wish I could have gotten to more of you, but we'll probably end up doing this again. But in the interim, I'd like to
thank you very much.
No, my pleasure, John Galasso, and thank you, Steve, for your informative.
Very informative. Really enjoyed it.
You know your stuff without.
Thanks, Steve, too.
Thank you.